So this is the second part of the video series of the 2025 meeting at the Silverstone on the Grand Prix track. If you haven't seen the first part, it's probably worth going to see that. There's some interesting content. You see how I get on in the first race. I'm disappointed. The car goes well, but I feel that I let myself down. I wasn't pushing hard enough. I was lacking in confidence in the car. So in this video, we see how I get on the second race. This was on the same day. So it was also on the Sunday, and about 3 or 4 hours after the first race. And I approached the race differently. I have a lot more confidence in the car after the first race. It's inevitable because the first race meeting I went to, I ended up crashing the car. So you can see that in one of the other videos as well in this series. So before we go racing, we're going to have a quick walk around the paddock and see what's going on. And then we'll jump in and we'll see how I get on in race number 2. And as a bit of a warning, it's a good one. One of the great things about racing in classic Formula Ford is that so many of us run our own cars. It's not just about what happens on track, it's the work in the garage, the setup, the paddock, and all the problem solving on the fly. It's something that I really enjoy. It's that sense of ownership, a connection with the car. We're lucky enough to have 3 young female drivers racing with us, and they have to deal with a little bit of media duties in the lunch break. So this is garage 14. It used to be garage 5. As you can see, the floor is a marble floor. The story goes that during the 80s, when this was the F1 paddock, McLaren wanted a marble floor, so they put down this marble floor for a Grand Prix weekend. And here we are, 25, 30 years later. Oh my God, even more than that, nearly 40 years later. And the marble floor is still there. One of the great things about racing with the HSCC is we get to share the paddock with these amazing cars. These are from the Derek Bell Trophy. These are basically Formula 5000s and Formula 2 cars up to about 1979. And they look amazing and sound fantastic. Once these cars clear the track, it's my turn. So let's see how I get on in race 2. So here I am, ready for race 2 and looking for the lights, and out they go. Great start, really happy with that. Looking behind, yeah, that's Colin in the yellow car. He's slightly out of position and I just let him go through on the inside. My race isn't with him today. And on the left hand side is Graham. He got me on the second to last corner on the first race, and now in the second race I managed to take him on the third corner. Now looks like somebody with some technical problems who I've just gone past, and I settle in and try and get a draft from the car in front. I'm trying to see who it is. Oh, it's Max. So I'm going to position the car in the middle of the track and I'm going to try and outbrake him into Stowe, and there we go, job done. I think we'll see a bit more of him during this next race. I've been comparatively slow going through Copse, so really focusing on the line through there, and now I'm chasing down Nick Sheppard in front of me. Kevin's got past him, and I'm going to try and focus to get alongside and get past him as quickly as I can. I feel I'm quick through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel, and if I can sit nicely on his tail and get a good tow, there's a chance I can do what I did on Max on the first lap, and that's outbrake Nick going into Stowe. I feel I've definitely got the pace on Nick in front of me, and going through the historic Vale complex I can feel that I could definitely go faster through here if only I can get past the car in front. And as ever, behind me is Max bearing down. And through Abbey, I feel I've got a run on Nick. I think there's something wrong. Maybe he missed a gear there or something. I shouldn't have got past him quite as quickly as I have. Now I go through this loop. I need to make sure I'm super clean and get a really good drive out of Aintree, because there's a great big long straight coming along. And in my mirrors I see Nick diving up the inside, and yep, he's got me here. Is he going to outbrake himself? My aim now is to keep super tight and clean, but then Max has seen the opportunity and drives up the inside round Luffield, but I closed the door. And the next lap I'm going to have another go at Nick around the loop. Got the inside line here. Not quite alongside enough, but if I can keep it tidy, I can get the run out of Aintree and down the straight. As ever, Max is all over the back, waiting for me to make a mistake or to compromise a corner, because I'm too focused on the car in front. Come into the Hamilton straight. I feel I'm faster than Nick here, and I feel slightly compromised. And then behind I can see Max. I put the car in the middle of the track to make it difficult for him, and he goes for the outside around Abbey. That's quite a bold move, because the car naturally wants to slide out, and he's compromised himself a little bit, and I managed to stay ahead of him as I go through the loop back onto the Wellington straight. I'm going to get run through Abbey, away up towards the loop. I have been pushing off this inside line a wee bit. I can really stop the car quite well. And I'm round the first corner, and I think I've managed to secure an overtake past Nick. And all I've got to do is keep this clean so I can get a good run down the Wellington straight. Things don't go quite to plan. Nick has the inside line as we head towards Brooklands, and I'm going to try and keep myself tidy by getting a faster line through here, but that just opens the door again for Max to come up alongside. I close the door on him, and we're back to where we were at the start of the last lap. Over the last few laps, Nick, me and Max have been consolidating a little bit, and we've managed to catch up with Kevin Williams, who's in the red car in front. He's going to be put on a little bit of pressure, I reckon, over the next few corners. Nick has seen me go up the inside of the first part of the loop a few times, so he closes that door. That means that I can get quite a good run into the second part of this complex. Looking ahead, Kevin loses it on acceleration. I have to come right out the throttle, and I feel compromised. On the right hand side, Max takes advantage of me being compromised. I give him as much room as I can, just make sure he's okay, quick thumbs up, and I try and get past him. And double wave yellows, someone's off. A quick acknowledgement to the marshals as I come out and make sure that I'm not pushing too hard as I go through here with someone in the gravel. As we continue to battle, Max has another look. He's very quick out of Aintree and gets me every time. and all I can do is put the car in the middle of the track, make it hard for him, and try and pull away. Out of Luffield, and we keep in our same positions, just trying to keep it nice and tidy through Woodcote. And on the right hand side I can see the last lap board, so that means that all bets are off for the next 2 minutes 25 seconds. And it's time for some last lap heroics. I glance behind and I can see Max looking on the inside around Stowe. I think I give him enough room, but close the door on him as we run down towards Vale. As we round Vale for the last time, I've got good pace through here. Glance behind me again, and there is Max sitting on my gearbox. Around Farm Curve and heading to the loop, Max looks on the inside. I'm a little bit sharper on the brakes than him, and I run quite wide. Does that give him the run through the rest of the loop? Max has been consistently quicker through Aintree this weekend compared to me, and he's got the run on me this time. He slides past. We're running down towards Brooklands. I can see on the right hand side the yellow flags, so he slows, I slow. I have to wave him through. I'm going to get to the other side of the caution zone, and then I'm going to try and accelerate past him if I can stick nice and tight to him through this yellow flag area. I can see the green flags. I accelerate. No, he misses a gear. I'm willing him on, but no, I've got past him. We were battling for 11th place, but that doesn't matter. What a great way to end a weekend. As we're running down the pit lane heading towards Parc Ferme, I see the guys from Shaws Motorsport. I'm making sure I thank the marshals, because without them we couldn't go motor racing. Let's jump out the car looking for Max. What a great competitor he is. Nick comes over for a bit more Parc Ferme debrief. We both got that post-race grin. We hug, we trade war stories. Tyres cooked, but totally worth it. And then I spot Grace. Just her second race meeting. She's buzzing, didn't put a wheel wrong. Honestly, that's what it's all about.
So that was race 2. Amazing, amazing race. Just awesome. Tussled the whole way with Nick, and pushed really hard. It was brutal. I'm going to go and just quickly grab Nick and see what he thinks of the race. Nick, thanks for an amazing race, mate.
Yeah,
you did really well.
I keep getting stuck with you.
I don't know. I just think you're lucky. That's what it is.
I'm lucky. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
No, really good fun.
Oh, that's fair, close.
Fair, close. I sort of trust you. I think.
No, I trust. I do trust you, because there was very little chance any of us would have survived if we hit.
No, it was a really good battle.
But that's the best race ever, isn't it?
Yeah.
For me, it is.
You get stuck here at Silverstone.
Yeah. Really well raced, though, mate. Appreciate it. Really good. So, what an amazing way to finish the weekend. Car is running beautifully. Had an amazing race with Nick, and Max was behind me. It's his second race, and he was racing so well. Got past me then, missed a gear. So, man. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this weekend. I'm not going racing at Donington next one. The one after that will be at Brands Hatch Grand Prix. So thank you so much for joining me. Please look on the screen now for links to the Red Royale Rebuild series. and also click where you can subscribe. So from me at Silverstone, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you next time.